Yeah, so 呢個要等幾耐啊？咁樣樣。
有都係1個字2個字啊。
Okay, so you're gonna be here for about 5 to 10 minutes.
有咩事有頭暈嘅同我講啊。
If you feel dizzy, tell him.
Okay.
Um,
I just feel pain.
yeah, you feel
有
pain?
時時咩啊？
How painful is it?
點啊？รู้สึกไม่ดีอ่ะ你同我
Okay.
講。
What kind of pain though? Like just
Just the sucking.
the sucking, right? Yeah, that's normal though. Yeah. 咁佢話佢有少少痛，不過係嗰啲吸嗰啲痛咯。
吸痛嘅。
Yeah,
你
yeah,
冇好耐冇吸過啊？
yeah. When was the last time you did this?
Never.
So you just did the acupuncture thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. 佢淨係做過針灸，佢就未做過 cupping。咁呢個第一次做嘅，係啦。咁點解你淨係做左邊嘅？
慢慢做，左邊係心啊。
左邊係心。
係啦，心啊。
哦，所以就做左邊先。
左邊心先。
咁使唔使話有冇話下次先做右邊定點㗎？
我做啲晒啲各方面都做。
今日一次過做晒。
咪做晒咩
？OK， 今日就做左邊。
左邊啦嘛，做今日做左邊後邊做晒嘛。
OK。
佢頂得冇？頂得個下次做呢度嘛。
Okay. So
佢啊頂得冇
so he's only so he's doing the left hand side first, just to see how you're feeling, because this is your first time.
Yeah.
Now, if you feel okay, he will also do the right side. 呢度好多血喎！呢個下邊呢個。
佢痛嘛？呢度有問題下啲啊。
Okay.
有塊呢係都風啊。多兩三日佢舒服好多呢佢啊。
So what's interesting is the cup on the lower back that you have has the most blood coming out from it. And he said it's because that's where you're hurting. And I mean, there's also blood coming out from the other cups, but not as much. Oh man. Yeah, this is. I don't know what Steph is going to think about this. I'm not sure she's going to be into this.
I don't know if she's had cupping done or not.
Yeah.
Now why the leg?
點解做隻腳嘅？
啊？
點解做腳嘅？
俾佢呢度鬆嘛，佢係呢度係有問題行去呢度嘛，俾呢度鬆晒。
Because the whole spine is connected, right? So when you have a problem on the lower back, it also needs to be released down at the leg. Yeah. So when you're hurting, it's that spot, but it's also all connected.
Yeah.
So the stress also needs to be released at the bottom part. 哇！呢個好多血啊！呢個係啦 ，This is super bloody. Nobody's screaming yet. There's not that many viewers, but I don't know what they're thinking. Hey, Asif. Yeah, so this is a treatment my friend is getting it for the first time. It's called cupping. In Chinese, it's called bakgun. Blink twice if you're being held captive. So I don't know if you've ever experienced this before, but we were talking like the last Olympics. There was quite a bit of coverage on this treatment because Michael Phelps, one of the Olympic athletes from USA, from the swimming team, had photos shown with his back with these red marks, right? So this is the actual treatment when being done in real time. So there's these little cups here, and what the doctor needs to do is to suck the air out of it, so it creates like a pressure imbalance, and when that happens, your tissue would pop out, right? So this is to help with my friend's back problem. So because he's older, he can't older. He can't be using the traditional like chiropractic like treatments because it would be too much on his back. So the doctor recommended doing cupping to release the tension on the back first, and just to do this bit by bit. Hey, Chris. Hey, Dr. D. Ouch. How bad does it hurt?
It's okay now.
It's okay now, right? Yeah, the pain is more from the suction, but it's more like a stretching pain, not like a sharp pain of anything. But after the tissue is being sucked, what the doctor did was he also had a pin, kind of like a miniature stapler thing, to poke these holes on the blood on the skin, so the blood would come out. 有冇話啲血唔同顏色㗎？有冇話啲每個人啲血唔同顏色㗎？
有睇佢望顏色望咩嘅ถูก多啊？呢啲ถูก多嘛？
係啲毒係咪啊？
係咯，ถูก
哦，OK。So 深色啲係咪啊？
係咯。
So the blood color will also vary depending on the person's health condition. Some people will have darker blood if, they're less healthy than the others. So my friend has a lower back pain issue. So he came here to get treatment. This is my friend's one. Okay, now you can turn around.
Me?
Yeah. Hello. Morning, Chris. So we're doing the left hand side first, just to see if he's okay. Can you tell if your left hand side and your right hand side is different in terms of like strength or feeling or anything?
Left side feels warm.
Your left side feels warm. 佢話左手邊暖啲喎。Okay. Put strength. Try to resist. Okay. Do the same thing. He punctured the skin before placing the cups. Okay. So do you feel like you're weaker on the right hand side? Yeah. Oh, okay. So the moment the treatment is being done, usually the doctor would test on the strength of his arm. So he's kind of resisting the pushing of the doctor. And you feel...
Flip over?
Okay, yeah, flip over. 再反返轉係咪啊? Okay. He punctured the skin before placing the cups. Well, so he cupped it once. So the doctor cupped once, and then after the skin tissue came up, he poked the holes, and then he cupped the second time. So there's two. Okay, so he's going to do it on the right hand side now, so you can see the entire process. Hey, Paula. So this is my friend, fellow American friend, who's retiring in Chiang Mai.
I'll get you later.
And he's brave enough to do this. I'm going to do the one that he was like stretching me later, so I'm sure oh, you get to see that. Okay, so this is how it's being done, right? This is like a little bicycle pump, and it basically pumps the air out of the cup, so it creates a pressure. So the pressure inside is super low, and the skin would kind of come out like this. Looks painful. But then it feels better afterwards, and it's pretty effective in most cases. You just need to find a doctor who knows what they're doing, though. Like, I don't recommend this to everyone. So this is the little, like, I don't know what you call it, the stapler. Yeah, so see, after just a couple minutes, right, you see the red marks on his back. So these are the blood vessels coming out onto the surface. So now he's using this thing to punch tiny holes, very tiny holes. Anytime torture stops, it would feel better. True, Paula, true. There's also placebo effects, it's real. And but I mean, this has been done for centuries in Chinese medicine, right? And even though the doctor is a Thai person, he's also practicing this. He also practiced when he was living in Malaysia. So he actually speaks Cantonese. So strange. And you're not being held captive, right?
Not yet.
So as you can see, the doors are unlocked. There's no chains on his arms or legs. This is very voluntarily. So those are the punches. So you can see blood oozing out from the little tiny holes that was punctured, right? I mean, visually, this looks fascinating for me.
Good for you.
I must say. Trust me, the one that I'm about to do is going to be crazier than what this looks like. That thing that I'm going to participate in looks like actual torture. And we have to pay to do it too, you know. What does this do for him? Well, so basically the spine has been compressed, and it's tight to a point that the doctor says he can't be using sheer force to just stretch out the spine like what he had done with me. So in order to release tension on the muscle tissues, he recommends to do cupping first. So this is in one way to release the muscle tension. And the second thing is also to release the toxins carried by the blood. So it's also kind of a detoxification effect on the health. I remember when I was in Hong Kong, I also streamed something like this that was administered on someone else, but the doctor didn't punch holes into it because not everyone likes, that. So it's up to the patient or the doctor whether they think it's necessary or whether the patient wants to have it. But this is the blood coming out. Yeah. And this place was recommended by a friend of mine. I don't go to these places if I don't know someone trustworthy that would recommend. 點解打嘅？
俾佢係咪？你入邊冇風啊？
Oh, okay. So he's doing a little hammering thing to make sure there's no air inside. 如果唔係有風會入去啊？
係咪風入邊啊出嚟快啲嘛？係咁啊。
So it just kind of accelerates the process.
鬆係嘛？頭先我冇喐俾你睇，你冇做呢行啲，做晒啦，鬆啲誒。
Okay. So he said he didn't show the muscle tension before the treatment, but he said there will be visual differences if I undergone this treatment. I have done cupping before, but not the ones to get my skin punctured and have blood coming out from it. The one I'm going to do later, it's more mechanical because it's more effective, and I can sustain the treatment because my body is not as tense as my friends. So this for me is not necessary. You've never seen bleeding cupping? It's quite common. It's quite common, especially when you're living in Asia, and if you know a Chinese doctor nearby, cupping is one of the more common treatments. On top of acupuncture, that's also another one. Dr. D came here to Chiang Mai, and her daughter actually got a treatment at another clinic with acupuncture. Remember Dr. D? I remember your daughter said she felt better, but unfortunately she could only do it once because she wasn't here too long. Otherwise, I mean, with these treatments, right? Ideally, you want to do it multiple times over a course of a couple months to get the full benefit of it. But even just to experience it, I think it would have a little benefit. Hey, Dave. Hi. So I'm not that person laying on bed, but I will be pulled by the same duct. Acupuncture does work wonders. Gua sha. Gua sha, yeah. So gua sha is basically the thing that they scrape on your back, and it also I was bruised up. Yep, and I did our first trip, and it really worked. Commented from a real doctor. Will I be stretched today? Yes, I will be stretched today. So those who haven't seen me being tortured, this is your time. Okay. Okay. So I think he's going to do the strength test. Does it feel any different?
Major difference.
Major difference?
Yeah.
How so?
I mean, I'm stronger.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not psychological?
I don't think so.
Okay. 佢話好好多啊，佢 feel 到佢感覺到喎，佢感覺到個分別。
佢冇做，佢冇力啊。
係。
做下佢有力嘅黐啊。
Okay. So it's all about the chi, right? It sounds very abstract, but when you have circulation within the body flowing normally, you have more strength, right? So a lot of the time, it's because of the circulation that's not good enough. You feel fatigue, you feel pain, and you can't function as in an optimal state. So now he's just doing the normal chiropractor. People with back pain will eventually try anything like me. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the tip, Asif. I'm going to train people who are wondering what I'm watching. Hey, Fred. Yeah. But I mean, I live in Hong Kong. I have many friends and family members that will prefer to go to a Chinese doctor for certain illnesses. So this is not too strange for me. Even though every time I come, I do feel a little anxious. You know.
It's hard to stay relaxed when you're
Yeah, this is not your relaxing Thai massage treatment for sure. They work differently. Ooh. I hear that pop. Hey, thanks for the tip, Dave. Yeah, so this is my friend's third visit, I believe. Yeah, so a Hong Kong friend of mine recommended me to come see this chiropractor because he's also, had multiple treatments from him and also from previous years in China and Hong Kong, and he tells me that this guy is like the best he's tried by far. So I was like, really? Even compared to the ones in China? Because he used to live in China, my other friend. He's like, yeah, he's good. So I was like, okay.
No.
I don't know if you guys saw that. It always reminds me of the Steven Seagal movies. Relax. It freaks me out every time I see it.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Hey Paula, thanks for the tip. Set up. Stop. Set up. Okay. So this is one treatment. I'm sure you guys wanted to see me being tortured, so my friend will get clothed and then he will hold the camera up, and then you can see me being pulled and twisted and folded and all kinds of crazy shit he's gonna do to me. So yeah, feel free to tip. Things we do to get money from the internet. You be stretched by the device on the ceiling there. I don't know if he uses that thing. I mean, I think he used that to step on me last time, but I don't know if he's going to use it today. But that water pipe there, I'm definitely going to be stretched. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be stretched. Thanks for subscribing, Fred. Alright, 到我啦嘛？
到你啦。
OK。
你專心我整俾你睇下試下，有放喺呢度，係鬆嘛。
今日你想係拉我定係做咩？
有拉啊拉啊，佢整呢度俾你睇下先。
Go ahead. Look at me.
Okay.
Now this part I'll enjoy. I think
Oh, he's gonna poke a hole in me.
Are you doing cupping as well?
I don't know.
你整俾你度，你搓住。
I'll try to. Okay. He wants to demonstrate something.
Thank you. I think.
Oh.
Wow, Sam 啊。
Wow. So he's doing a kind of like a strength test.
你關啲手，呢度手，呢度手係嗎？你關啲手。
我係右腰嘅。
我右腰。過嚟幫你幫。Okay.
So I'm right-handed. He's asking me what.
你明啦？呢度 Sam 啊，你係咪點嘅？
Yeah. So my strength is about the same, although I'm stronger on the right hand side, obviously.
有呢度有冇力去望光咗啊？
呢邊不嬲都細，因為我右腰啊嘛。係咯，咁通常我做運動右手多啲。
我哋摸力先咧，摸力先。
Okay. Oh, so he's gonna do the part that has less strength, I guess, to demonstrate. So he's gonna do the cupping thing as well. Feels like one of those toys you can just mess around with your brothers. So that feels like a bug sting multiple times.
Wow, 你出多啊！我睇下先啊，你都出越多啊！
He says I have a lot of blood. But my shoulders are often like super tight. I know that as a fact.
That's so gross.
Is it oozing out like crazy?
Yes.
咁呢個同譬如泰式按摩嗰啲啦，泰式按摩其實冇用㗎。
有用嘅，佢食咗有用嘅，嗰啲俾你氣入邊啊出嚟，俾氣啊行得到嘛。
Okay. So if you were to do Thai massage, you know, the deep tissue one that they really put strength, he said it also works, but the circulation would just stay within the body, whereas this kind of releases the, I don't know, the toxins or the bad stuff out.
Looks like a fruit smoothie.
Raspberry flavor.
In a gross way.
Yeah.
They ask if this hurts.
I can't feel anything coming out from my body, but there's this big like piece of flesh being sucked up from it. Like that I can feel, but it's not so much pain. It's just, you know, someone pinching you for a long time. That kind of feeling.
So weird.
Will that happen to you on multiple locations? So the bleeding stops like the moment the pressure is released. So there's no like, you're not gonna have more blood coming out from it. Oh, dude, I can feel the difference.
Tỉnh tắc ha.
Yeah, you feel a big difference.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. So I can definitely withhold the pressure, and I'm a righty, right? So I'm right-handed. So that's why he wants to do it this part first, just to show the difference.咁如果我做完呢個係做按摩咧？
按摩，你按摩唔使嘛？
哦，
你喺呢度攞呢度好啲啊，按摩得。เป็นการ按摩ยอชาเลยยอกิน到นุ่มหอม
I was just asking if I can do a massage after this, and he says, "Well, you don't need to, but this is better than the Thai massage." The problem with me is because I work in front of the laptop all day long, like, and my posture is never right. So there's always this soreness on my neck and on my shoulders.
So how do you feel?
Good. Yeah, I feel good. My back even feels straighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's so much cheaper here, right, than doing it anywhere else. So like a treatment like this costs like $30.
Yeah. Yeah.
It costs $30. So even if you come multiple times, it's not going to break your wallet. And it's most likely way cheaper and more effective than Chinese medicine if you have the same issues. Because what's a Western doctor going to do about this? Like painkillers?
Yeah, that's probably how they would start out. Because Western medicine's about covering up the pain, more so than trying to find the root of the problem.
Is it as disgusting or less so?
About the same. So that compares to this side now. How long do those marks stay there?
A couple days. You can feel the difference. Man,
You can really feel
you can
it's
really
a big
feel it.
difference.
it's not psychological.
So that's just an energy thing? It opens up
For
energy?
chi, according to him, it's just when your chi can flow better, you have.
นี่ต่อซ้ำ
What's up? Oh. 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 Oh.
It's that cracking sound that gets you every time.
โอเคหาสั้นโอเคเลยนะสั้นเอาหงอยไล่เลย
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. This is gonna get interesting. You've never seen this part.
Is this where he walks on you? Or he pulls you apart?
Yep. Do not look forward to this. It hurts so bad.
I'm looking forward to it.
It hurts so bad. Like for that moment, like there usually be that torture thing in France, right? Where they have
They stretch you? Yeah.
yeah. I understand why they do that. It looks so grotesque. He called me last week and said, "Hey, you want to do that thing you did last time?" I was like, "Not this week."
He kind of did that with my head last time. He wrapped my head in that thing and pulled it.
Yeah, but this is even different because that was with the neck, right?
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
So is he going to pull your feet while your neck's
Well,
tied up front?
The cloth is tied under my arm.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, so what will hurt is basically here, you know, and my ankle. But I mean, last time I did it, I was slightly concerned because I actually tore my ligament. But if they don't, it doesn't pull that part.
Mm.
And I didn't die last time, so I guess I'll give it another go.
No, he's putting on some gear now.
Yep.
This does look like torture.
I'm not sure if I can recommend anyone doing this too. But in Western chiropractor clinics, they also have machinery that does the same thing. And I asked him what the differences are. He said, well, that only can stretch you to a certain extent. This one is actually it goes even further, right?
in the mouth.
Oh.
In the mouth.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
No, Paula, he said he had torn his ligament not doing this. You tore it before this. It didn't have anything to do with this, right, John? Yeah. Yeah, it was a former injury. So all done with that one, or is there more?
Well, there's other parts, but this one is done.
That one's the painful one.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel trying to regain conscious. Oh.
ย้อนทราย
Relax,
Yeah.
John. Relax, John. Relax.
ย้อนไง
Oh, inside.
ยืนทราย
No, my lower back was really.
จะยับเป็นจอนะยับเป็นนะมั่ม
Yeah, it was really tight.
ที่
Oh.
Ooh, I heard that one.
Ah. 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 The thing is, if you haven't done this forever, you don't feel anything weird about your body. But once you've done a couple of treatments, you know there are spots that you can feel the tension coming back. So every time I come again,
Oh, I think he's going to do the neck thing.
I know like what is wrong with me, and I can tell like, oh yeah, I have this kind of tension. It just feels the weirdest because the moment he pulls me, I hear the sound. It's not like bone cracking.
I think the sound is worse than the actual.
Yeah.
For me, it was.
I do feel a lot better after your treatment. People commenting crazy stuff.
Yeah, like the noise and.
Don't try this at home.
Now, why did they pull the fingers? What does that do?
I don't know. I was asking. It's like cracking your own fingers, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, I wonder what, in comparison to everything they're doing, what does that do?
Anyone want to have a go? I'm even hesitant to recommend people on my own Facebook page because I don't want to have any like liability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do this on your own free will.
No, for sure. Like, unless someone asks me, I'm not gonna like preach about it and say, "Oh, you should check this out and you should do this," because some people just don't like it at all, and the fear itself would be even worse than getting the treatment. So I don't want to force anyone doing this.
I think for me, since I've done it 2 or 3 times, because you know what he's going to do, so when he's like snapping something, it's like you want to tense up. You know, because so you have to really force yourself to relax
Yeah.
when he does that.
Sure. Especially if you don't relax, it's harder for him to
Yeah.
do it. So I just started breathing out when he's about to do it. So it's just easier for him.
Dr. D is saying, isn't it watch one, do one, teach one?
He has an apprentice. I think she's having a day off today, but last time I came here, someone was a lady was helping him.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, okay. I thought there was something crazier coming back.
Is it all done?
No, the neck is definitely way better. Oh. He's asking if it's good. Yeah, I can definitely tell. Like, yeah, thank you. Hey. It's like Cairo with old school spinal decompression. Let me. Who's here watching? Hey, Lenny. 哦，係啊，有人問嗰拉嗰啲手指骨咧係有咩用㗎？
手指骨有一做啲好難做啲，佢係呢度直啊，入邊啊，係嘅，係啦，佢係密實，佢係要慢慢做啊。
哦，即係但係平時你咁樣拉咧，有啲咩好處啊？
拉呢度係風啊，
哦，啲風
係咯，呢度係種血啊，係種行到呢度翻過嚟。
哦，
係得拉人哋鬆啊。
Oh, okay.
俾佢鬆啊。
So the fingers has to do with the whole circulation thing. So basically, he explains like, you know, when the circulation, like when the chi goes, it basically goes from all the bodies to all the limbs, right? So if this is blocked, it's not going to come back in full circles. So by stretching them, you're actually just making sure the entire pathway is running better. Cool. All right, guys. I'm gonna pay up and leave you to this. Nothing much more crazier to see, but I'll be streaming. I am here too, still here. Hope it makes you feel better. No, we like this. So yeah, follow me on Instagram if you want to see some like milder stuff. John M Ho. See you later.